Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We've not done a video on specifically Polkadot for quite a while now, so I think it's definitely time we jump in and have a look at what's going on, because there's a setup which I'm interested in, and there's a setup across a lot of the high cap altcoins now which are looking like they're potentially on that breakout period. We've had a good long sustained piece of growth from Bitcoin over the last 5 months, and granted altcoins have followed it up. But some of the high caps have really yet to make any sizable moves in. And Bitcoin is towards that 30k region. It's a little bit up and down. It's a little bit volatile within that range. Who knows? It could have peaked now for a short period, the mid to short term. And we could be expecting some big altcoin moves. Because if we look at the past phases in crypto market cycles, Bitcoin phase 1, Ethereum phase 2. We've had a bit of a rise on Ethereum, which has followed Bitcoin up, but it's still yet to move. And then we've got high caps. And Polkadot comes under that. And we'll just jump straight to the charts here. As you can see, this is Polkadot on a weekly time frame. We've got the all-time high marked up here at $55. And to be fair, ever since then, it's been a nothing banana. We've come down towards this $6 range, and it seems to have been at $6 forever. I know I've been doing a few tweets making it look like I'm flooding it, but I'm not. It's one of my longer term assets. I'm staking a substantial amount of Polkadot. I've pulled around 50 to, I think I've unstaked 50% of my Polkadot now, which unlocks in around 10 days time, and that is solely for profit taking purposes. No matter how much I love this asset, fundamentally I will be taking profit, and that period is coming up in my opinion. This is just my opinion, remember, so this is not financial advice, but we are on a weekly time frame here. We have had a monumental pullback, and it's a shame we had such a significant pullback, because it's got so much going for this project. The technology behind it is probably one of the best in the space. We've had a 92% drop on an asset, which it blows my mind away sometimes. It is a shame as well what happened with all the parachains. That could have been bullish, but a lot of them turned into nothing burgers. And let's see what goes on. So what we have here, 3 arrows, is a head and shoulders. That is an inverse head and shoulders on that weekly time frame. That is a bullish pattern. Got a few levels to mark up, which I've already got here. So if you look at this first, level of resistance, which was at 685 in the past, that was back in 2020. We use it as a big level of support around here. Resistance here, we had no closures above it on the weekly, and we're just breaking through that now. If you look down onto the hourly time frame and have a zoom in, you can see we are now busting through that level of resistance, and we are at local highs, breaking through that region. What we need to do now is consolidate a little bit before that next move up, because we're broken out. Just remember, if you're looking for an entry, we could, let's just get rid of that for now, we could pull back and retest that region, because if you look in here, it was a level of resistance, and all 3 sections there. 3 taps, boom, we broke out. Just beware of it. If you're in a long trade here, we could pull back. That is always a possibility. Once we break out, it could pull back before we do start pushing up. And I do think personally that we are going to continue this bullish momentum up, and I'm in a long trade now. In the trading lounge it's a new group we've set up, me and one of my friends. We're not giving signals, we're not giving, say, look, do this, do that. We're giving our trades what we do. If you want to take part in them, you take part in them. All you have to do to that is just join up with the OKX link in my description. Just do that and DM me on Telegram. I'll drop my Telegram link in the description. But it's just a group for like-minded traders. So if you're wanting to do a little bit of trading, or you want a little bit of help, sign up with OKX and then jump into that group. No frills, nothing required from you guys. That's it. You don't even have to trade on OKX. Do what you want. But that's just a criteria for getting into our group. But now, looking at a price, we are pushing up, and we're broken out of that level of resistance. Looking at the RSI here down in my hourly time frame, it is at 83. If you look in the past, when we got to 83 last time, we pulled back. When we got here, we pulled back. There's a good chance that now that we are at those highs, we come back. So if you're looking for an entry, $8.65, $8.66 is that region where you could be looking to take profit. Looking to take an entry on that trade. If we do lose that and Bitcoin pulls back, then you're going to look down around 667, that range there. You can see it was a clear level of support down there at that region. So just be wary of that. If we did lose that level, it could come back down and test that region. So that's, if you want to ladder some entries in, 686 all the way down to 663, that would be some areas for me. But we are in long positions in the trading lounge. I'm in a long position myself. And what we need to do next is look at those profit-taking areas. If we zoom in, I mean, if you looked at my chart on Twitter, I posted this region here, this $9 region. That's a weekly level up there, up at $9.64. It's an area I'm looking to target. I mean, if you're looking at a breakout from me to there, that's a 40% move. I think that's something that we could potentially see. But if you're looking for TPs on that way up, because sometimes you're better off taking off laddering profit out on my way up, then you've got to look at some other levels. This is a key area here. If you're looking back in February, we had a push up to around $7.50. So that is an area where you could consider, if you're going to mark it up there, that is an area you could potentially look at $7.54 for profit. Then beyond that, you could look at around $8, which is a nice psychological number. And then towards the bottom of these wicks here, around $8.57, if you want to mark all those up. That's three levels where I think you should be looking to take profit. So we have $7.54, $8.57 and $9.65. Those are levels I will be considering taking profit. Let's keep us fingers crossed that we get up to that $9.65 region. I'll probably sell before that. I'll probably sell around just under $9 because sometimes it doesn't quite make that. Above that, we've got 1088, which will be a nice region. I mean, if you're looking at these wicks here, when we bounced up back in July of 2021 and then rejected off it around here, that could be a decent region. And then beyond that, I mean, what I'll do, if we do get above that region, which I don't think we will in the next few months, if we get above that, then I'll jump into some more analysis and we'll have a look at other levels above it, 14, 23, and then you get my drift. We'll have a look at those levels when they arise. But for now, I don't want to get too excited. We've only had a little breakout, and we know what happens in crypto. Things could easily and fastly turn around and be back down towards this bottom. But it is worth noting that this is a bullish pattern. Depends where you put the neckline. You could have this for the neckline here, but also you could have a neckline across. Sometimes you're better off having a neckline in that position when you're looking for an uptrend. It does give you a good bottom signal. So with that left shoulder there, we had the head. The right shoulder, what would be the best outcome is if we break through this region here. If we break through around $7.97, then that would confirm the full head and shoulders in a bullish pattern, and then we would go up and target that $9 and $10 region. Don't want to get too excited, but that's my thoughts. I hope that you have at least a part of your dot unstaked, because remember it's 28 days. I mean, the pump might not come for 28 days, but I feel like that we're starting to gain a little bit of momentum, a little bit of traction. Bitcoin's calming down. I think there's a good chance soon that we manage to take some good profit at good levels. We have had 5 months of bullish price action though, by the way, so just take that as well and add that to some factors that if we start moving up, it is just a profit taking exercise. 5 months of bullish momentum without any significant pullback. I mean, if we just have a quick look at Bitcoin, I mean, we did have a pullback from 24 down to 19, which made people think everything was over, and then that monster weekly candle. Just be wary now. I mean, if Bitcoin did push up to 35k, then that will be a big selling signal for me. But I'm hoping that we calm down here. If you look at all these wicks around here, we are in that area where I think it's a good time to consolidate, let alts run, and then Bitcoin pull back. Just be wary what happens and keep those stop losses in place. If you're a long-term investor, doesn't really matter. You can buy down to these levels and sell next year. But if you're in trades, just manage your risk accordingly. Whether that's decreasing leverage or increasing leverage and increasing margin, whichever you feel suitable with, just make sure your risk management is in place, because the markets, like I say, can turn around easy peasy. But that's it, just some thoughts on Polkadot today. Mainly looking at those profit-taking regions, because I do think that we are on the verge of breaking out. That's going to do it for today. If you're new here, please make sure that you are subscribed. Hit that like button, and I'll catch you next time.